A man leaps onto the challenge stage over a moment of provocation. He only wants to teach this arrogant outsider a lesson. But deep down, he knows. His impulsive and reckless nature is exactly what his father fears most. What he doesn't know is that this simple martial arts competition for a bride is about to unleash a secret that could lead to his family's destruction. In Canton, the nouveau riche Lei Laohu puts up arrogant couplets and sets up a stage. There is only one rule: defeat his wife, Li Xiaohuan, without touching the ground, to win his beautiful daughter Lei Tingting's hand. The crowd is eager, but Li Xiaohuan's kicks are fierce and relentless. One by one, challengers are kicked off the stage. Meanwhile, Lei Tingting is filled with anxiety. Her beloved Fong Sayuk has yet to appear. Unwilling to marry a stranger, she finds an excuse to flee the scene. In a panic, Lei Laohu has a maid don the bridal veil to take her place. Just then, Fong Sayuk passes by, looking for some excitement. He hears Lei Laohu insulting the men of Canton, claiming there are no true heroes. The young hero's pride is instantly ignited. With a swift leap, he mounts the stage. He thought defeating a woman would be child's play, but Li Xiaohuan's martial prowess far exceeds his expectations. The duel moves from the high stage into the surging crowd. They clash atop the heads of the spectators. With the no-touching ground rule in play, they use the people below as living stepping stones. Fong Sayuk spots an opening and hurls Li Xiaohuan aside. Lei's servants instantly form a human cushion to break her fall. The battle escalates from a duel into a chaotic multi-man brawl. Fong Sayuk is distracted while protecting his two besieged friends. Li Xiaohuan seizes the chance and nearly sends him to the ground. His friend uses his body as a springboard to launch him back up. Using the momentum, Fong Xiu kicks Li Xiaohuan flying and easily takes down the guards. Victory is in sight, and he reaches out to grab the embroidered ball. But just then, the fake bride's veil accidentally slips off. The moment he sees the maid's true face, Fong Xiu is scared out of his wits. He jumps down to the ground without hesitation and forfeits the match. However, Lei Laohu is impressed by his martial arts skills and insists on marrying his daughter to him. Beating gongs and drums, he brings a bridal sedan chair all the way to the Fong residence to force the marriage. Threatened with his mother's safety, Fong Xiu has no choice but to get into the sedan chair. Meanwhile, Lei Tingting, who tried to run away, is also caught and brought back. On their wedding night in the bridal chamber, both are preoccupied with their own thoughts. In the dark, neither realizes that the other is actually their sweetheart. Fong Xiu tries to prank the bride with bugs, only to be chased around by her with a knife. He counters and subdues her, and they both swear never to accept each other as spouses. The next day, with the help of his mother Miao Zuehua, Fong Xiu successfully escapes from the Lei manor. But as soon as he returns home, he runs into his father, Fong Da. He accidentally discovers that his seemingly pedantic father is actually a member of the Heaven and Earth Society. And on his person is the Heaven and Earth Society roster, a list of imperial fugitives that Nine Gates Commander Erdo is determined to seize. The moment this secret is exposed, lethal danger follows immediately. Erdo leads his troops to surround the Dai House, where the Feng family is holding a secret meeting. The members fight to the death to protect Fong Da and the roster. Seeing this, Fong Xiu immediately opens the floodgates, unleashing Dai that soaks the soldiers' muskets, rendering them instantly useless. He teamed up flawlessly with his mother, Miao Zuehua, catching Erdo off guard with a flurry of shadowless hands. This allowed Fong Da to take the opportunity to escape, leaving Fong Xiu behind to fight the formidable enemy alone. Erdo's Tongbiquan was wide and sweeping, striking with fierce power. Fong Xiu could only temporarily evade his brutal attacks. He pulled out a short stick, but his opponent grabbed a long bamboo pole. 1 inch longer means 1 inch stronger. Fong Xiu was completely at a disadvantage. Having an idea, he kicked down a water wheel to use as a bridge and leaped into close combat. He stepped on the bamboo pole to break it, but Erdo countered and shattered his short stick. On the verge of defeat, Fong Xiu destroyed the ladder and escaped in the chaos. With his identity exposed, Fong Da had nowhere to go, and could only take his family to seek refuge with his in-law, Lei Laohu. There, Fong Xiu and Lei Tingting finally recognized each other. Realizing their past misunderstandings had actually forged a perfect match. Overjoyed, Lei Laohu decided to hold the wedding again. He invited the prefect, who unexpectedly brought an uninvited guest, Erdo. Enemies see red the moment they meet. Fong Da's identity was completely exposed. The clueless Lei Laohu was deemed the mastermind by Erdo. In the chaos, Li Xiaohuan took a bullet for her husband and collapsed, severely wounded. Fong Da was arrested, and the Lei mansion was burned to the ground. Overnight, their families were destroyed. At the dock, Lei Laohu held his dying wife and severed all ties with the Fong family. Feng Xiu watched helplessly as his love parted ways with him, his heart shattering. Even greater blows followed. He learned that his loyal friend, who had always supported him, was beaten to death by soldiers for refusing to betray him. His body hung over the city gates. The young man's innocence and mercy were completely shattered in this moment. He broke into the city gates alone, his long whip becoming a deadly weapon, striking lethally with every move. Tying his friend's body to his back like a descending god of war, he carved a bloody path, making the guards kneel and beg for mercy. After burying his brother, he learned his father was about to be beheaded. He made up a lie to send his mother away and set off alone to hijack the execution ground. At the execution ground, he confronted Ordo, using the roster as a bargaining chip. Ordo lit the rope holding the execution blade, proposing a life-and-death gamble. If Feng Xiu could defeat him before the rope snapped, he could save his father. Tongbei fist against Hong Quan, an anxious Feng Xiu was suppressed at every turn. Ordo put on iron boots, doubling his strength, and kicked Feng Xiu off the high platform. Seeing the rope about to burn through, Feng Xiu thought fast in desperation, and threw a fake roster over the wall. Ordo fell for the trick and leaped to grab it. As the blade fell, Feng Xiu desperately held onto the rope. His filial piety moved the onlookers. The crowd stepped forward, ignoring the guards' interference, to help pull the rope together. Just then, Niao Cuihua and Tiandehui's chief helmsman Chen Jialua arrived with their forces. Chen Jialua's extraordinary swordsmanship cornered Ordo in just a few moves. In desperation, Ordo lit explosives, attempting mutual destruction. Niao Cuihua threw her shoe, and Feng Xiu flicked his spear, accurately sending the explosives right back to Ordo himself. With a loud boom, the evil commander of the Nine Gates was turned to ashes. With the crisis resolved, Chen Jialua accepted Feng Xiu as his godson. Lei Dingting also chose to bid farewell to her father and follow her husband, embarking together on a path full of the unknown and danger.